Ladies and gentlemen,
What's up, brother?
What's up, Zalo?
How we doing?
No complaints, man. Another day, brother. Another day. How's the off season going?
Good. Not too bad.
Good, good.
Thank you for asking. Good.
Is there calories up at all?
Not really, honestly, but my weight is still climbing.
Okay, so the same.
Yeah.
And
I guess I need not too much to push the food to grow much, you know?
yeah. I wasn't sure because like getting in shape isn't easy for you. No, it's actually pretty hard for you to get in shape, right? You got to go pretty hard, right?
To make weight, but to get in shape, no.
Yeah, so I couldn't really tell if you had a good metabolism or not because you had to make weight. So, right? So it's kind of different.
Yeah. I mean, the light heavy was just a bit too far, you know? That's why I had to suffer that. But I get in good shape pretty quickly. Yeah. But not like fast like Joe. Joe is super fucking fast.
Yeah,
I'm like in between Joe and Stu, somewhere there. Yeah.
Exactly. So, damn, I can't delete it. Holy shit. Yeah, so I guess now is when you really figure it out. So, you how much calories you said last time?
3,800.
Oh yeah, well yeah, you're going from that, but at some point maybe it has to go up because some people it goes up eventually. But honestly, for me, my calories don't go up. Like, I mean, at 4,000, I grow every year from 4,000. I don't have to up it from there. So it does depend on the person. Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
True. That's why when Wyatt was telling us he was about 8,000 a day, I was like, whoa, people don't even fathom how much food that is. If it's really 8,000 calories, you know?
Yeah. And they don't realize how difficult it is. I mean, you follow him, right? You see his stories, right? You see how much food. I'm like, what the fuck, bro? That's worse. That's way worse to me than starving. I'm sorry. Even though I'm hungry, eating that much food, bro, is miserable. Just the time of fucking day, bro. Like, I don't have time to eat that much food. I got shit to do. Holy fuck, you know?
Before I forget,
it's definitely a job in itself.
Yeah, man. You know, what's up, guys? Look at Stu's face. Damn, bro.
Yeah.
Stu is a different world.
Hey, what's your weight? What's your weight at, Stu?
What you say?
What's your weight at?
I'm not telling you.
Wait, but
Mind your fucking business, Paul.
I swear, Stu's weight, like it kind of. I think we talked about it before. It kind of stays the same for like what, like the last 5 weeks, right? For the most part.
Dude. Yeah. I mean, that's I kind of got ahead of schedule. I talked about that a bit, but we're kind of like adding drugs in and like getting leaner really slowly from here. So yeah, I haven't really dropped much in the last few weeks.
Well, even when you used to get heavy, like even that USA prep, yeah, you had body fat, but then you lost it all before, like, I don't know, by like 4 weeks out, right? And then it was kind of like you was getting leaner, but your weight wasn't really changing like that. I remember you was like,
because I mean, that year I was definitely like I was on more drugs than I am now. So like when you start to add shit in, it's just gonna like keep on creeping your weight up, just from like I don't know if you're actually building muscle necessarily. I don't feel like it at that point. I don't feel like I'm building anything at that point because you just feel like dick in the dirt, right? But I mean, yeah, like you're getting a little fuller and you're getting harder and like they're just kind of doing their thing, right? So but yeah, that's typically how it goes. I mean, it's about what happened last year. I got to like low mid 250s and just kind of zigzagged in the 250 range for like 4 or 5 weeks, and that's basically what I've been doing this year. So,
well, it's like there's a big difference between 250 on test and EQ, and then 250 on test, EQ, trend, master on, winning.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
You know,
because there's none of that, subcutaneous water there. There's none of the fluff and shit and all that that's there when you have those other drugs in. So um, yeah, we're like it's 2 minutes in. We're talking about drugs. Jesus Christ! Oh.
Yeah, it low key like the trend master. If it feels like visually, at least it feels like it's kind of pulling water. It's pulling water from the wrong places, like from your skin, and it is putting water in the muscle almost. This is not science talk. This is just what it looks like visually, right?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
you're getting you look like you're adding muscle because you're getting fuller as far as muscularity. You're holding more glycogen and shit, but then your skin looks thinner. So there's like you're the same weight, but you look so much bigger and better.
Yeah, and this year's been kind of different from the last few because like usually when I'd like, start coming down and digging and getting flat, like I'd start to like lose significant amounts of strength in the gym. And that doesn't really happen this year. Like I was flatter than shit yesterday in the gym. Like
Mhm.
couldn't get a pump, looked like crap afterwards. I took pictures, sent them to Blue. But like I was like my actual training session, like it was strong. I haven't fallen off at all on my back days. Pressing has come down a little bit, but not all that much. I think that's probably just because I'm a little older now. The muscle's been there for a little longer. But yeah, I'm pleased with that because I was always like, I start freaking out. Like if I start getting weak in the gym, I'm like, oh shit, I'm gonna shrivel up and wither away and lose all this muscle. And it's just flat now. There's nothing wrong with being flat as long as you don't string it out too long. So,
do you guys find that in prep, sometimes your strength, you have good days and bad days, or sometimes it might, let's say the first month of diet, maybe it comes down a little bit, and then the strength, when you kind of hit your stride, it kind of goes back up. You guys ever felt like that?
yeah,
exactly. Yeah.
And certain movements are different. Like if you're deadlifting, right, you lose 20 pounds, you're going to be able to deadlift better, or maybe squat better. You'll
Squats as well. Yeah,
right. Yeah. So stuff like that can definitely happen.
Depressing movements
just
go
come down. They just always come down, which is gay. I hate that. But it's not a huge deal. Like it's not really a weak spot on me. So
you don't really care.
I used to get like super like watch all record all my numbers and track everything meticulously. I just got too obsessed with it, too obsessed with those numbers. And I think for me now it's better for me to just like kind of go by feel. This is not the case for most people, but if you're experienced enough, you can do it. I think a lot of people should probably use logbooks because going by feel for like a beginner or intermediate is like you don't know what the fuck you're feeling.
You have no feel. There's no feel at all.
You don't know shit. So that's fine. That's fine. You'll get there. But getting fixated on that and thinking like, oh, I gotta eat back up. Like I gotta fill myself back out. I'm losing strength. That's just counterproductive for me mentally more than anything at this point. Because Blue wouldn't let me do it if I didn't need it, right? But like, I kind of like push him, like, hey, dude, I'm withering away. Like start freaking out a little on him. So I haven't done that this year.
If you're a beginner, there's a lot of benefits in tracking shit. Because first of all, if you're a beginner, you're getting strong pretty rapidly if you're doing it right. So tracking it has a lot of benefit, and also I remember I didn't really know what I felt like. Now I could be like, oh man, I'm not feeling these back squats anymore. I'm not feeling my quads activating. Let me do hack squats. When I was in my early 20s, I would just do it. There was no feel. Just fucking squat. Put more weight on that bitch. Keep adding weight until I can't fucking move.
It kind of works too. So
it does, like overall for sure. But then I had like holes in my physique. But I mean, how would you know if you have holes if you have no muscle? You got to build up some muscle.
The whole thing's a hole. Yeah. You're just a black hole. Like you're nothing.
Bro, I feel that type of lifting is needed too. Just put some weight, like for beginners. Put weight on the bar and just go. Like all these beginners and shit. they're looking to do all that slow, slow eccentric squeeze. Like you're not gonna grow that because you don't even know like you say, you don't even know what you're feeling. You know what I mean? Like you don't even know if you're connecting right. Go wait in the fucking bar and just lift. You know what I mean? Have fun with it. Go for numbers.
It's so much more fun, dude.
Go for numbers.
I don't understand it. Like the nerd scourge of bodybuilders is like ruining it. It's not ruining the sport, but it's just like it's so cringe.
Sport is done. Sport is over.
I don't really do the squeezy, slow tempo. Like I'm controlled, right? But I don't do that squeezy shit until I'm like a week out and I feel like glass, And then it's just like I just want to be careful and just get some blood into my muscles, nothing more. But like you need like it's physics. Like you cannot generate tension if there is a tiny little light weight at the end of the cable that you're using or on the bar, right? It's just physics. You need to load tension through a muscle and you need a heavy enough weight to do that. Good form, obviously notwithstanding, that's always should be the case. Control, but not like hyper slow control. So
I think we also here on this podcast, we do a good job of prefacing like what we say. If we talk about whether it's cycles or training or diet, we talk about how we do it now, but we also talk about how we did it earlier to build it. Yeah. I think a lot of advanced people, I don't know if they forget that they did it or they don't mention it. And that sometimes can be dangerous to like the newer guys because they think this is how they got there, right?
Yeah.
Like Dexter was competing for so long that he was training light for so long that a lot of people don't even know he ever trained heavy. But you could watch the Blade DVD and that shit, and he's benching 4 plates. A lot of people don't even know Dexter ever flat benched before.
I didn't know that.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah. Imagine somebody at the time, he was competing at like 215, right? So imagine a guy, like 220 benching 4 plates.
Literally Tonio. It's like he's like the same weight, same height. Looks really similar. It's crazy.
So it's like you forget that, but that's how he built it originally. Yeah, if you're 50 years old competing, you ain't gonna be benching 4 plates, or you're not gonna make it to compete to 50. Yeah. But that's something that happens over time. Same with Jay. I don't think people think about Jay. Oh, that guy trains so hard, right? Unless you, like us here, we follow the sport hard enough that we remember Jay, lifting heavy weights, and his pace was so fast that he's squatting, inclining 4 plates, but if you watch him, he's literally loading plates and going right back at the set. So he's resting
like 60, 90 seconds. It's fucking crazy how fast he's going. The guy was like not just strong and big, but like he was a legit athlete too. He had like legit cardio capability to like be able to recover from sets that quick and go again and again and again. And Branch Warren actually, because we just think about Branch Warren as like, intensity, heavy weight, and slinging shit around, right? But he was going pretty fast as well. His pace was quick,
super fast.
And it's not what you're focusing on because you're just focusing on the crazy lifts that he's doing. But like, the dude could move, and I think that's not how I personally train. I don't know about you guys, but like, I think there's something to be said for keeping that pace high and your heart rate elevated the whole time, and burning calories throughout a high volume long session. I don't personally set things up that way, but yeah.
Not only that, like your muscles fatigue too, and you're pushing through that fatigue a little stronger. You know what I mean? By taking those shorter rest periods.
Yeah. I mean, in general, in prep, I think I move a lot faster just because I kind of get like anxious. I want to get the fuck out of there, so I start moving. Yeah. What's up, Tonio?
Hey, Tonio.
What's up, guys?
What's up, Tonio?
What's up, bro?
Yeah.
Chilling.
I don't know if you're familiar with the cast, but we got Zade in the salmon shirt over there with the Debo face.
Salmon.
we got Paul eating something, maybe chicken and rice with the glasses on.
Shrimp? That looks like shrimp.
Oh, Shit! You get shrimp? Compton don't give me no shrimp.
Shrimp or chicken, same shit.
Compton. The other day I was like, "Yo, Compton, can I switch my oatmeal for grits?" and he didn't reply. So
Hell no.
I thought buckwheat was the cool shit now. Since Nick Walker eats buckwheat.
what's that? I don't even know what that is.
I don't either, but apparently he eats buckwheat. Like
I've never. Oh yeah, but didn't Nick take that test, that stomach shit, allergy test shit? Right?
I don't know.
I'm pretty.
Nick's been radio silent for a little while now. I think he's in it.
That's not a good thing.
Yeah. He like, send me a link. I'm gonna see after I eat. And I'm like, did you eat it?
Nothing.
Nah, that's funny. But yeah. Oh, and you know Stu. I'm sure Tonio knows Stu.
Yeah.
Yeah, the guy that you beat last year. Nah, but Tonio, we actually were just talking about training before you hopped on. I don't think I'm familiar with your training style. Like, if you had to like describe it, how would you describe your training style?
I do a lot of sets. So my warm-up sets are 20 reps, and I'll continue to go up in weight until I can no longer hit that 20, and then my set starts. So, for instance, if we're doing bench, and let's say we go 135, I get for 20, 225, 315. Now it starts. So I'll hit that for 12 to 15 reps for 4 sets. So usually I get about 8 to 10 sets in per workout.
Oh, okay. So here's like I don't think anybody has the answer, but I've had this debate with a few people. You remember how everybody in Kuwait was training like that with like 15, 20 reps with the 4 sets?
Yeah.
And they all had that round, bubbly look that Tonio had as well, like Phil Heath had, right? Okay, so the debate was, I was talking to the guy who he had went, or the British guy, black British guy that with the crazy round muscle.
Patrick Johnson?
Or Mark Hector.
Mark Hector. And he told me that, he tried the crate style, and now he kind of does like a Nick Walker style, like less sets, really slow reps.
Yeah, he's been training with the whole fucking English crew over there, trains like Jordan Peters, basically.
Okay.
They get high intensity for the most part.
Yeah.
So obviously Hector has crazy round muscle bellies, but he needs more density. And he said that he did feel like he was rounder at that time when he trained like that, and now he is getting denser. So do you guys think it's all genetics or partially genetics, or it's training that creates that look, right? Because it can't be that much of a coincidence if Dorian and Ronnie had this look, but then you have Brandon Coey, Phil Heath, and Jay have this round look. You think that plays a role into your look and aesthetic?
I mean, I think when it comes to working out, you're going to make the muscle look different, as far as you're going to have the more striated muscle, or just that more, I guess you could call it a bubbly look.
Bubbly look, yeah.
I think being round, having the round delts and, the nice muscle peaks or whatever, that comes genetics. I don't think you can actually train, your shoulder to look a different way, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
but you can bring out more striations. You can bring out more density.
Yeah. You guys think if Phil trained like Dorian, or vice versa, Dorian trained like Phil, you think Phil would have looked more like grainy, or Dorian would have looked fuller if they swapped training, or you think they would look the same?
Well, people always forget, like, Phil looked pretty fucking grainy by the end of his career.
He did. I think
like his glutes and hams and shit, like, it was pretty gross looking, like in a good way.
2016 was really that look.
Yeah,
he was low key. He wasn't as bursting full as he was in 2011, but it's like, I mean, which
muscle at that point, so it almost didn't matter. Like, he was significantly bigger at that point in his career.
He was, yeah, like density wise, because he was lighter in 2011, but he had that Tonio looking pop. But as he got older, he looked denser, grainier. Now, first of all, which look do the judges prefer? It's hard to say.
Well, it's not like he wasn't still round, It's like, if you can have both, that's
the
reason why he's won so many times, right?
best case scenario if you had both, but like visually looking aesthetically, I like that that bubbly shit looks crazy. I like that Tonio look. Even Martin is pretty bubbly.
Right.
Phil, that shit just looks crazy to me. I personally prefer that, but when it comes to judging, I think the grainy guys maybe win more, right?
Yeah, I mean, it depends on who's judging. If
That's
they're a
true, yeah.
conditioning type of person, or if they're a mass monster type of person.
Yeah,
I mean, what makes Nick so dangerous? He has it. He has both.
Yes, exactly.
He's good with mass and conditioning. So
that's fact. Well, yeah, Nick is one of those people. Like, I don't know. I can't tell if he's bubbly or if he's just so fucking big that he can't.
He's a
tell,
monster.
Right? Yeah.
He's big.
I mean, look at him at the beginning of his first couple shows. He was not bubbly around.
No, he was not bubbly at all.
Right,
he looked like a
right.
skinny white kid, just like I did. So
You're right.
I mean, I think it's just a shitload of muscle, and it's just finding places to jut out and make him look round now.
Yeah.
But I don't think roundness itself is something you can train for. I think it's totally genetic. So I think all these guys you mentioned are literally genetically blessed with muscle bellies.
For sure. Can you enhance your genetics by training, or you can? Because some people believe you can just grow muscle and get lean. You can't change the appearance in any way. Do you guys agree with that, or you think you can change it to a point?
No, I think your muscles going to grow the way it's supposed to genetically. You know what I mean? The bigger you get, it's going to stay that same way. Now, as far as like waistline goes, and of course, that can change. But if you have that round muscle bellies, you're going to get bigger. It's going to be bigger and more rounder.
Yeah. Does everybody kind of agree with that?
Yeah, it's kind of hard to say like, oh, did this change throughout his career because of the way that he was training, or did he just compete for another 10 years, 10 more years under a barbell is like, it's going to show a big difference. That's why, probably why Phil looked grainer later in his career.
For sure. Yeah. I mean, like, Nick was already big, so it's kind of hard to tell that he added muscle, but he didn't try to add muscle, right? It's not like he pushed calories or pushed supplements or anything. Just literally another year under the bar, you do add tissue. It might be slower, but it does get the job done.
Right.
So, all right. What about diet, Tonio? Do you have like a fast metabolism, like a stew? Do you have to eat crazy calories, or you kind of?
Oh yeah. So New York last year, I used that for an example. To fill out from Tuesday, so peak week Tuesday to Saturday show day, we had 6 double cheeseburgers. At the end of the day, just to fill
Shit,
out.
I didn't get any of those. I'm blue now.
But I don't know what it is. The worse I eat, the better I look the next day. I think your mental plays a part in it as well. Because, and like, athletes that I have too, I let them get what they're craving. What's going to make their mouth soluble, because that's the body getting ready to digest. And you give them what they want, they're going to, control it better. But I know when I eat like lean red meat, steak or whatever, I get fucking bloated and I just look like shit. I'm holding water. It's just all bad. But give me a pizza and I'll show you what the Ronnie Coleman again.
Shit. I might switch coaches to Tonio. He giving burgers. I'm about to switch over. Get some pizza and burgers.
Eat 6 cheeseburgers, baby, before the USA. It's all over. It's all over.
I mean, what was his name? Mark Lockett.
Shit.
He prepped on Chinese food.
Wow. Yeah. Well, because he tried dieting and then he just got smaller,
Right.
So he already has shredded glutes off season, but till this day he got shredded glutes walking around. He's smaller, but he's still, his cheekbones are shredded and striated. It doesn't make sense. He had to eat up into the show just to not shrink. That's insane, bro. That doesn't make sense.
Oh yeah.
And then, I know.
Oh, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, I know some people say that you don't need cheat meals. Like you could just have the clean food with enough calories. but everybody is different. You have to understand everybody is different. So some people do look better with the cheat meal. I have a client who has shredded glutes off season, and I'm giving him a cheat meal every day, and I'm about to up it to twice. I don't know what else to do because he's men's physique, and he gets up to like 8,000 calories. I'm like, bro, what the fuck am I gonna? Are you eating this? He goes, can you send me a picture, video? Like, are you really eating this food? He's like, yeah. And I'm like, add another burger. I don't know what the fuck. At this point, I don't know what the fuck to do.
Isn't insulin like works best for these kind of people, right?
It does. I don't trust him with insulin, bro. I don't think he's responsible enough. Yeah, he's men's physique, bro. How responsible can he be? You know what I'm saying?
They're fuck boys.
I don't trust him with that, but I don't want the pressure on my head. Like, is he gonna take the right amount? I don't know. He definitely gonna take like 100 units or some shit. Yeah. Okay, so how about like when you're dieting, do you get pretty low or high cardio or not really?
Oh yeah, I like so as far as cardio goes, I was actually talking to Nick about it. I'm a fan of stairs. I feel like, they say the black athletes have thicker skin, especially in the glute area. So, I stick to stairs. Justin likes to give me about 30 minutes fasted, 30 post. But if I got a good sweat going, oh no, we just gonna keep going then, if you could do more, do more.
Yeah.
So I'll get up to about 45, fasted, 40 post, and then I'll go for a walk with my dogs. Oh yeah.
Yeah, guys. That's my excuse. I'm black, man. That's why I don't get the glutes. I work hard though, man.
Stairs. You need stairs and cheat meals.
Yeah, you see, that's what I need. Now, Quint said it best his last post. He's like, I'm about to put that shit to bed, bro. So at the end of the day, you could make it happen if you want it bad enough. It might be harder than the next person, but you got to figure out you can make it happen if you figure it out. You know what I'm saying?
I wasn't on the pod I hopped on after Quint left last time. Was he did he seem like he was feeling it? Like he was digging pretty hard?
Yeah, he's feeling it. He's feeling it.
You can see it though. Like he's leaner than he's ever been, man. He looks good.
Oh, well, this is how you know he was posting old photos and videos because his face was so drawn in. I'm like, in the pictures and videos, his face doesn't look like that. So he's for sure posting old video. But he said he does post old videos. He's trying to. This last one had to be recent because his glutes were fucking shredded. But for the most part, yeah, he's been playing with people. I don't think he really wanted people to know what show he was doing anyway. So he was keeping people guessing.
Secret.
Yeah, really.
Like
we didn't know.
Kept secret in the IFBB.
Everybody like, hey, is this public? Yeah, no, But at that point, everybody kind of knew. But let's share the screen real quick. Not World Star. There we go. All right, let's go, Tonio. All right, what's the most
you
recent?
used to play football, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so the way that you were describing your training kind of sounds like how football players would train in the gym that I remember from like in high school. Just kind of like pyramiding up and just a lot of workload.
Yeah, I think I think that's why my muscle looks the way it does. So it's not a bad thing. So why pull away from it,
Yeah.
It's working, yeah. It's working for Tonio. I gotta be honest, if I did that in prep, I would just be tired as hell. I would just be like, man, I'm just tired.
Dude, yeah. I'm getting to the point where like I'm just like rushing through my warm-up sets. I'm like, okay, do I really need to do another? Like, let's just get this over with. Let's get the hard shit. Get out of here.
Man.
Go home.
I just want to get out of there. In prep, I just want to get the fuck out the gym.
I don't want to talk to anybody either, bro. Like,
no.
Oh yeah, headphones don't help either, not anymore.
No.
They'll come tap on your headphone like,
oh,
there.
Lose that finger.
Oh, they're just standing in front of you, staring at you, waiting for you to say something to them.
Yeah.
See, I could always talk to Joe and Paul in the gym because it's different. But like, I got to be honest. Anybody else, I'm just like, it hurts me. Like I'm physically in pain talking to them. You know,
Yeah.
I'm standing there and I'm like, I want to be a dick, but I gotta figure out a way. And I'll pick up my phone like, hello. Oh, okay, 1 second. You got to do something. Get out of.
Then the fucking rings while you have it in your ear.
Yeah, bro. That shit. Sometimes it pains me to listen. Even if I might not be talking back, just listening to somebody. Yeah, you know, because I went to the club and I saw this girl. I'm like, oh my God, I don't care, man. Who gives a fuck? You know. But that's one of those things. All right, so how far from New York now?
3 weeks,
2.5.
Okay.
2.5.
Yeah. We're not gonna bring this up.
Oh, oh my
Careful,
God.
baby.
Hey, you don't want to get tempted.
we gonna swipe past that.
We are known as the world's most dangerous podcast. I mean,
Yeah.
What
I was like, yo,
this
bring them here.
We know the real winner of this show. You know.
Well, let's just say we had Tonio winning, but they went in a different direction. You know.
Yeah.
See.
Yeah.
We doing better on the podcast, right? Right, guys. We stand up. We stand up guys now. Yeah,
I didn't say shit.
That's okay though. It happens sometimes, right? No big deal for Tonio. Tonio, he going to Olympia anyways, and I'm sure he's gonna place very well at the Olympia. So no worries. No harm, no foul.
Because I was talking to Justin about not even doing Olympia this year and just growing for next year.
Uh-huh.
But after Brazil and the shit he was talking, I was like, okay, we're doing Olympia. Like now we
Yeah.
got
Fuck it. Okay, how big do you feel like you need to get to be like a first call out guy? I mean, you're not that you got 8th place. They're not that far from it, but still.
Honestly, I mean, when I got the 8th place, I was only 2:14 in the morning.
Damn, yeah.
Yeah, and then at the Arnold, I was 2:23. I mean, I think if I hit that 2:30 mark, and just I'll be good right there. I wouldn't try to get any bigger than that. Maybe 2:35, and just stop right there. Try to slow it down. I'll say, but as far as walking around being 270, 280 in the off season, nah, that ain't for me.
Well, it's funny. Before you hopped on, we were comparing you to Dexter, and even the weight, because Dexter, his first few years, he was literally 215 on stage. He wins the Olympia at 228, 230-ish, right? And his best look ever was probably the following year, which was maybe a little bit over 230. So it's funny you say that, because the exact weight that he won the O at is probably the exact same weight you're going to need to be in contention for that, right? It's so many similarities between you guys. It's crazy.
I was like,
Tonio, what do you normally walk around on now off season?
The highest I got to, bro, was 257. And then it's crazy because I mean, like I try to make it a point to lose abs, but I'll still have abs. I still stay lean for the most part. Still lines through the glutes. It's different.
What are you eating, like 8,000 calories type a day or what?
Yeah, and he gives me 2-3 cheat meals a week. So I mean, yeah, whole pizzas.
Yeah, fuck.
I mean, 257 is pretty heavy though, right?
Yeah.
5'7"?
Yeah. Something like that, somewhere around there.
Yeah, that's actually pretty heavy. If you think about it, Ken just got up to around that weight too. And Ken
He's only 260.
Yeah.
And Ken is pretty fucking big,
It doesn't feel good.
Yeah.
You're miserable at that weight.
Well, Tonio also keeps his condition. From what I remember, I feel like he looks pretty conditioned.
Yeah, you never got fat after the Olympia.
No. All right.
I mean, we tried to.
So being that we never have any topics for this show, so we usually just look at bodybuilding without borders to see what's going on.
See what they're talking about?
we literally just wake up, roll over, and get on the podcast. But let's see what.
Think for yourself, baby.
That's what I do for sure. All right. Yeah, that's impressive. Oh, he's ready to go. He's ready to go.
Oh yeah, Quinn.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
ready to go. Let's see. Who else we got? Oh, James got with Stefan, right?
Mhm.
Oh, he looked like Flex Will in the face, no? That looked like young Flex
Oh, this
Will.
that 212 guy, right?
Yeah, 212
Yeah.
guy, Joe. That looks like 30-year-old Flex Will facially.
Definitely
Right?
does. Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
I don't
But he
think
looks
they all
good.
look the
Why
same
he's not being
personally.
talked about so much?
Let me see what he looks like.
Wait, he looks good.
Yeah. You don't see a lot of like aesthetic looking guys in 212, like, well, besides Keon, right?
Yeah. Yeah, no one's being Keon right now.
I think that's impressive.
I don't know. You could, Tonio.
Go back
Oh,
to
yeah.
212. Hey, you know what's funny? Steve was talking to me about that.
Mhm.
After Olympia, I asked him what we could do or whatever, and then I was like, "What if we just took the year off?" And he was telling me instead of getting out the mix, why not just try to diet down to 212 since you were so close? It just didn't feel right.
Yeah. I mean, the year would have been last year would have been, you probably could have made it comfortably, you
Yeah,
know. And I think we talked about this on the podcast. You would be a mix between the aesthetics of Keon, but the graininess, size, and condition of Sean. So they could put you first, or they could put you, I mean, anywhere from first, second, third. But honestly, I think you would win, bro, because you would have the best of both worlds, and you're a bigger structured guy than them. I don't know. It's hard to say,
I
but
agree. Totally.
I agree. I think
Yeah.
you would win too.
Yeah.
well, if Steve is saying you should do it, that means Steve probably has you, if not winning, close to winning.
Favorite.
Right.
right.
So
How do you
that-
feel about that, like 212 versus open? Because, like, obviously the open gets a lot more attention, prize money's higher, the buzz is bigger, unless you're like a top three 212 guy, right? Which you probably would be, but like, do you think about going back down to that?
Nah, when I was 212, it could have been too with the coaching that I had. Not that he's a bad coach, we just didn't mix or whatever. But man, the struggle to get there was terrible. So I think looking at pictures from when I was 212 at the Olympia to my first open show, which was the same year, like a few weeks later, Legion Sports Fest, it was night and day how much better I looked without trying to fight a scale and having to get in the sauna for a few hours before, check-ins. And it's funny because that show I actually competed against Martin there.
Oh, that was 22, right?
Now 2021.
Oh shit! Wow, that's a while ago now.
Yeah.
Whew.
Isn't that weird how you can look so much better just with 2 pounds, right?
Yeah.
So
Well,
I don't know.
I think it's the whole not having to fuck with anything running into it, like to try and
Right.
crash down, make weight, and then fill back up, and you're pulling yourself every which way.
Yeah. Well, imagine Lunsford being a top 5 guy in 212 and then being the open Mr. Olympia. Just because, I mean, it's not like he gained 30 pounds of muscle. What did he gain? Maybe, I don't know, 10 pounds? He didn't gain that much.
That.
Yeah. Because he used to get up in the 250s, even in 212. He would just lose all that wow factor,
Right.
just to make weight. So, I mean, long term, open is always going to be better for you. 212, if you wanted instant gratification, which I don't feel like you're the kind of guy who needs that.
Right.
The sky's the limit in open, fuck it. And
I
why
like
limit?
the journey. I like the journey to progressing. I went from last place at the Olympia to now 8th, so I continue moving forward. I think that's a better story to tell than to say I went back to 212 to win,
I agree. And then when it's all said and done, you're going to know for a fact at some point you bought your best ever physique. You're not going to be like, oh, I just held back my whole career,
Yeah, hell yeah.
That's a lot cooler.
Shit, Hadi was 212 too, and he did it.
Yeah, bone acting, I mean, all jokes aside, all the best guys are 212. I'll be like, low key, it's kind of
That's kind of crazy.
I think the key thing is they're all the good guys are short.
yeah. Well, and they're also in shape, right? So if you're shorter, dense, and in shape, because 212 people are generally in better shape than a lot of the opens guys, right? Like generally, not everyone, but generally speaking. So yeah, they're shorter, stacked, and fucking shredded. You know, they have no problem suffering because they have to make the weight. So that
Right.
kind of says a lot. You know.
How much do you weigh, Tonio? If you don't mind me asking, right now.
Well, last check-ins I sent, I was 227, 228. Yeah, we're trying to diet all the way down to like 218, 217, and then fill back up. So everything's low right now.
No pizzas.
No pizza yet. He said I have to wait till after Cal.
Yeah. So you wouldn't consider doing the 212 Olympia and giving it a shot now that you're at a point in your career where you can still do that? Maybe a few years from now, you're just too big. You're not going to be able to make it.
I think if I go off from what we look like at Arnold, as as depleted as we were, and we tried to get lower, but we couldn't. I was 223. I think it would be harder to hit that 212. But even if I could, it feels like taking the easy way. You know, and I think I guess, you can talk about pride and ego with that. I just wouldn't feel right going back to a division to bully it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Is it
makes
really
sense.
the easy way going up against Keon and Sean? It's not.
Nah,
I
hell
don't
no.
think so.
It's not easy. It's just I feel like open is a lot more competitive than 212.
For sure, yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Well,
Now, if
also,
I did bad again at Olympia, getting out of the top 10, then I definitely would have considered staying 212.
yeah.
Because
Well,
then I'll just grow there before coming back into the open and grow.
Mhm. Yeah.
we also already seen you full blown. So now, if we see a lesser version of you, everybody gonna talk shit anyways. You know?
Well, some things are inevitable.
Yeah, something I never know. There go this guy.
Bro, they put the worst fucking pictures they could find as the first photos here. I mean,
Let's go through them. Oh, this one looks a little
they
better.
do like these backstage, like super washed out photos that look like dog shit at this show. Like, look at that. Jesus.
Android cameras.
Oh, it's like a full fucking camera setup and everything. It just looks like crap.
The
You don't
lighting
look
or
bad.
something.
You don't look bad to me, Stu.
You don't look
Jesus,
bad at all, though.
There you go. All right, let's see what else we got. Beastwood. Who are these people, man? All right,
Oh, I know him.
Yeah, I know this
Yeah, he
guy.
guest posed in St. Louis. He was guest posing.
Is this recent though? Is this pic recent?
Yeah.
The only picture
This
I
was
saw
last
of him was
weekend?
the one that fucking Palumbo put up, where he's like halfway into the pose. You scroll over to the left here.
Oh, shit.
Oh yeah, okay. They didn't put that one up.
Yeah. But yo, his legs, his legs got bigger, no? I don't remember him having big legs like that.
Yeah, he got big.
That was quick. But Brad is like, he actually looks really big in person, but it's a different kind of big. He looks like, I feel like his chest is like sitting up at his like neck. He looks
Yeah.
like really filled out, you know. He doesn't look like super wide like some of the guys. Like he just looks like really bubbly and filled out. He has a really crazy look to him.
What show is he doing?
I don't know. I don't think he mentioned it.
He didn't say. At St. Louis, they asked him, and he kind of kept it under wrap. But he did say there's something coming this year. So
Oh,
I think he's in Florida. So, I mean, Tampa, maybe.
Who's he working with? So I know he worked with Brand. I think he worked with Brandon Ray to get that look for St. Louis.
wait, he's not with Jansen?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I think Brandon helped him with that look.
Let me check this out. I didn't even think about that. I don't think I see Jansen posting him. No, I didn't even think about
I
that.
know he just been
Jansen have
training.
helped him. Wouldn't have Jansen helped him for the St. Louis? If that was the
Oh,
case?
wait. But Jansen doesn't do his off season. He does his own off season. Yeah. I mean, don't quote me. I'm like 90% sure he said that. So he may or may not be working with Matt. I don't know. Well, let me. I'm gonna just ask him. I'm
Call him.
gonna just hit him up and ask him.
Call him.
Give him a text.
I got his number though. Actually, you know what? Let me see if he replied. Did I call him? Oh no, that's too much. He'll be like, "Why the
Send
fuck
them
are you
a
calling me?"
message.
Yeah. If I call me,
call, bro.
I don't call people. He's probably gonna think it's like an emergency. Like, why? What the fuck happened?
It is emergency, bro. We're on the podcast. This is live. We got to know now. Okay.
If I ask him to come on, if he doesn't want to say what show he's on, he probably wouldn't come on right now, right? I feel like because
I was like,
be
he's not going
question.
to say what show he's doing.
No.
Yeah, well, that's why you have to ambush him like that.
Put him in a corner.
Exactly.
I did that once. I did that once to Larry, and I felt bad. I felt like he was like, I put him on the spot. He seemed a little nervous, and I was like, oh damn. I don't want to do that to people, but Brett looks good, man.
He's not fat either. Like you can tell he's like watery, right, and filled out, right? But he's not fat. Like he could probably get in shape pretty quick if he dropped the hammer. And he's still, just kind of working his way back from his gut issues from the end of last year.
Yeah, holy fuck! How much place is that?
11.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, he got the band on it. Oh no, it's
Oh.
That shit is still heavy.
no, it
I
definitely
can do that.
It definitely.
The band is up there.
And anytime I see the band though, I'm like, I can't count it the same now. I mean, it's still heavy, but you got to take off a couple plates now.
I wonder if Martin's paying him rent at this point because he's been staying with him for like months.
Oh, he stays with him.
Is he just moving to fucking Florida now? Like,
oh yeah, no. Martin said he just got an apartment, right?
Oh,
yeah,
he
just went
actually
to
did
Detroit.
move to Florida.
Yeah. He recently just got an apartment in Florida, but I believe he was staying with Brett. But
Oh, yeah, okay.
he recently just got a place. I'm pretty sure you said that like a week ago.
I guess he's done with Dallas then.
Yeah, I think so. Oh, he said at least a year. He's gonna be there at least a year. I don't know. I don't know if any longer. But I don't think he's going back to Dallas. All right. Let's see. See what else we got. I'm a great host, right, Tonio?
He said what?
I'm a good host, great host, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm just completely just ripping bodybuilding without borders. All right. All right, let's see. Yeah, these Angel's doing okay. Let's see
He comes to mission.
Gordon's not.
He's not doing it.
Yeah. Oh, they said it right here too. Yeah, because he said he shut it down last podcast. And
I wonder why he stopped after Detroit.
Did he tell us why?
Nah, I don't know why he did, but I think he should have kept going. He definitely should have jumped into New York.
He was on the podcast like a week or two ago. Do you guys remember if he said why? I don't remember.
I think he might have. I don't remember.
I don't remember neither. Yeah.
I feel like he'd do well in California, like his kind of physique, because different physiques win in California. We'll put it that way, right? But like he's really conditioned. He's got a big structure and he's got like good aesthetics and stuff. I think he might place well there. But
yeah, it was probably a feedback thing.
Man, I'm trying to remember. He had to have said why. He wanted more. I don't know. I can't remember. Oh, is Justin doing it?
Yeah, Justin's doing it. He lives out there.
Yeah, he does. Justin just be doing that. He's gonna do every show, huh?
Yeah, he just jumps in.
He's just jumping in.
Yeah, he just switched to my coach too. He's with Justin.
Oh, Jacoby.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Well, he has been coming in shape. He has been coming in shape, but he looks different. He doesn't have the same pop look to him, right?
His food got really low from when I was talking to him and Justin. So he could come in, bring the conditioning that he once, he used to have. And that's why when they post that picture, I even said it like, oh, this is, a different Justin. So I actually thought he would have done better at Detroit.
What do you guys think happened to Justin? Why do you think he hasn't looked the same in the last 3 years?
He hasn't had a break
he just
in
had a
3
baby,
years.
right?
What is that? What does that do?
He hasn't had a break in 3 years. He's just been
Feel like
competing. It's like he's beating the shit out of himself.
Yeah.
That and I don't know. Maybe he has like digestion issues because his gut this is what's holding him back. You know?
You think he got colitis, Zade?
I don't know, but his stomach used to be in check back 2 years ago. You know, when he was second place at the New York Pro, he looked pretty fucking good. You know, and at the Arnold prejudging 1 year, he was in the top 5. But ever since that show at the finals, he's never the same for some reason.
Bro,
after that show.
I want to know what happened between prejudging the finals, because since that finals, it's been a different thing. You know, I don't know. Something transpired that evening, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
But he hasn't bought that same look. You know, it could be age, but age usually happens slowly. This seemed like it was a particular time, and then that was it. You know, but like Stu said, he's been doing a lot of shows, man. A lot of shows, you know.
Yeah.
I think maybe at some point, if the look isn't improving, you got to figure it out. Like, okay, what's going on here? Let's break it back down, come off of everything, relax, see what the body is doing. Why am I inflamed? Like Zade said as well. Why am I inflamed? Okay, let's see. Try to bring down, try to get the digestion under control, everything right. And he might have done this already, so I guess we don't know. But from the timetable, it looks like he's been doing a lot of shows. You know, everybody can't pull a Samson.
I mean, he goes coach hop a lot. He does a ton of shows.
He
seems, I don't know the guy at all, right? I'm talking out of my ass, but he seems frenetic.
Yeah. Well, Justin's from the Bronx. I know Justin well, so good shit, champ. I don't want to sound like I don't want to sound like we're slandering him, but I mean,
no, not at all. We're just wondering why.
We
want to see him do good, I'm sure, and he's probably going to do good now that he's saying that his food is too low. Maybe that could fix his gut issue. Who knows?
I think so. Sometimes I'll listen back to the podcast and I'll be like, we kind of went kind of hard on the guy, and that's never the goal. But I'm like, maybe we should have worded it like nicer, right? So
sometimes,
sometimes I'm trying to do better at that.
Welcome my whole life, bro.
Yeah.
I was like, you're getting choked for being a bully nowadays. So
you don't. I mean, even if you're honest, it's almost like you have to be honest in the right way, just because you know how it goes. It's a different world. You can't be so blunt, I guess.
You could say the world is that soft.
Yeah, basically. All right. I don't think we got anything to talk about. So you want to get into questions?
Yeah.
And Antonio, whenever you got to dip out, just let us know, because we're gonna bullshit for a little bit, and then we'll answer some questions and then go from there. So I know you dieting as well.
Yeah, you good.
Appreciate that, bro. All right. Would you? Or I don't know. Something you're afraid of? He's a little too deep for me. But can you bring back?
He's still waking up. It's 30 for him.
Would you staying shredded and gaining muscle simultaneously? Is it possible, or is it too difficult? I mean, Tonio does it.
Nah, I mean, I think there's a certain range you can get body percentage wise, body fat percentage. 12 to 15%. You don't got to get super extremely, big that you have to pull off all this bad weight, but I mean, you're pretty lean at 12% body fat. Like, you're still showing striations in places and abs as well. So you can be lean and still put on muscle, but as far as being shredded, like stage ready, So you just got to pull water and try to build muscle. Yeah, that's going to be extremely hard.
Yeah. Like with clients, the way I try to look at it is like this. I want you to eat enough food to be able to perform. And whatever that looks like is gonna vary. I never want you to get fat, but let's say Joe. If I wanted to keep Joe looking like Tonio or Stu, I would have to have his food so low that I think his performance is gonna suffer. And that's the last thing I want. And the off-season performance is first. So I would have to give Joe enough food to perform. And he's gonna just genetically, he's gonna get softer. I don't believe he's actually had as much body fat as it appears, but that's irrelevant because if he can't perform and train properly, then he's not gonna grow properly. So I want to make sure he's there. Once he's there, then maybe I'll give him a high day or a low day here and there to kind of, if he starts getting, too fat, I'll give him like a rest day, like bring it all the way down, like really low, something like that, right? Just to to have, but performance is first. So if you can perform and you're staying lean, the food just keeps going up. If you can perform but the food is low, then we're just gonna keep it. Like for me, I literally just eat enough to perform and no more. So 4,000 calories off season, that's it. And I'm not super lean. I don't look that lean, right? So
yeah, Joe gets kind of the short end of the stick because like he just holds his fat in most unfortunate places when he gets in the off season. It's like he's got a tire around his midsection. Everything else is like pretty lean, but he just looks fat as shit because it's all in one place.
You think it has to do with being fat when you're a kid, like being heavy, and you just happen to grow that fat around your midsection area?
I don't know. Honestly, like he's half Mexican, right?
Because I'm the same way. When I get heavy, it's always around.
Seriously, like he's partially Hispanic, right?
Yeah.
Like
where you going with that?
You ever see like someone's Tio? Like they got they're just like barrels,
Yeah.
I know what you're saying.
Their bodies are just shaped different. They hold fat in their midsection. They get small limbs, right?
Yeah.
Honestly, like that's a real thing. Call me a race. I don't care. Like,
well, it's funny you say that because Paul does hold most of his fat like in his lower back as well.
Yeah.
Some midsection. Paul is also
your
half.
glutes are in, and then you still got like fat to lose on your lower back. Everything else is there. It's
always the last sport to go.
Yeah.
Well, now the caveat is even though Paul and Joe are both half Mexican, they also both were overweight at one point. So
that's what I was asking. Like, you think that has a lot to do with the two, or just where it's stored back in the days? You know what I mean? It kind of just knows itself to store itself there.
Right.
So which came first?
That, like the first time I got my glutes in, like all the way like in shape, like when I rebounded out of that show, my glutes stayed lean for longer throughout the whole off season, and they got there quicker next time.
For sure.
And it's just kind of gotten better each time. So like keeping that body fat set point lower on average throughout the whole year, I think helps. So
for sure,
maybe for Paul and Joe, that might, if you could stay leaner for a longer period of time, then maybe that would change something. Not necessarily that you have to do that because you guys end up getting in shape regardless. But
yeah, good point.
So I do have a follow-up question. Joe touched like 305 at his heaviest this last time around, yeah?
Yeah.
And now he's 248.
Wow.
If he's 248 now and he has about another month to go, let's say he steps on stage at 240.
Nah. He's
gonna be heavier.
Probably 3 pounds away from where he needs to be. Justin pulled his cards back today, and they're pretty much gonna just cruise into the show now.
Yeah.
His cardio got dropped, his food got up, so
gonna keep eating McDonald's.
He's pretty close.
Didn't he say he got like McDonald's meal or something the other day?
Yeah. He gained like fucking 8 pounds after that meal too.
Oh my god!
He lost 5 the next day. It was fucking off. It was off.
He was half Mexican. That wouldn't happen to me.
You're stupid. Yeah.
No, I'm just saying. Do you think he has to hit 300 every time?
No.
Moving forward. Each
No, he's
time,
not.
does he have to go up and come back down like that? I'm just
Well,
wondering because
I mean,
what's the point of going up so high if you're gonna lose 60 pounds to get in shape? That's the where I'm having a hard
Yeah.
time understanding. Maybe because I'm not that big. Maybe that's why I'm asking. I'm just saying, like, I should get to 300 and then compete at 240. Is that what I should do?
I
Or should
don't think you have the
go
body
to
to hit
get to
300 though, Jay.
280? What's that?
I said I don't think you have the body to hit 300. Like you don't have the
frame?
size
Bro,
to hit it.
I'm 5'9", bro. I can definitely be 300 if I eat my way up.
do it.
Maybe not
Do
next
it.
year.
Yeah, do it,
pussy.
pussy.
One day.
Do it.
But that's what I'm trying to learn. What's the point of being 300 if you're going to compete at 240?
Just to say that you were 300 is pretty cool.
It's a milestone.
Actually. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. He didn't have to get there,
No.
but like, but me watching the journey, I know why he got there. And like from Compton's point of view, I understand why, because his rebound went really well. He was pretty lean at 280, right? So if you're at 280 pretty lean, what's going to happen is your coach is probably going to keep pushing you, right? So he kept pushing him, but then Joe got to a point where he went from lean to fat, and it just happened. It just happened, right? So it's like I said with the performance, if your rebound finishes at 280 and you still have deep abs and everything, when off season starts, you still want him to be able to perform. So he still kept the food high, and then Joe kept eating, and then did Joe have some fun and some cheat meals in there extra? Yeah, that he needs that to relax his mind. So it kind of happened where it just happened, but it wasn't like, hey Joe, we're gonna get up to 305. You know what I'm saying? And also Compton gives him that leeway because Compton knows that Joe is gonna get shredded. Whereas if it's me and I start creeping up, Compton's gonna be like, hell no more cheat meals,
With Joe, Justin pulled it back. Justin told him around 292. Said, "All right, we're done. Let's start pulling it back." Joe seen the number. It was like, fuck.
He wanted.
It was a
to
week
get
away.
there.
He was a week away from stopping. The cycle, whatever his bulk. He's like, fuck that. I'm gonna hit 300 pounds. So the motherfucker ate a cheat meal every day to get to 300 pounds. He purposely got there just to say he did it.
That's so funny. God bless you, Joe.
Okay, now I don't think he's gonna continue to do that, but the track
he don't anymore. I'll speak for myself. Like in 2022, after the USA's, I got up to 297 in the morning out of bed. That was the heaviest I've ever been. I got up to like 286 this year before my prep, but I mean, no one's going to tell me that I was smaller this off season.
You were smaller.
Muscle. Okay, well, fuck you, baby.
Nah, I'm fucking with you.
I'm gonna get to 300 pounds, Paul. I promise you, one of those days.
I'll give you 3 years to get there.
I would love to see that. We would all love to see that.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Fuck yeah.
All right.
Is it possible? Yes. It's gonna be difficult because like what Paul trying to say, like Joe, Zade structurally isn't like wide like Joe, right?
Yeah.
So, but he does have big legs, so his legs are gonna hold a lot of weight. Now, I think he can do it. It's just that you're gonna have to push. You're gonna have to push hard, and it's not gonna be healthy. I know Zade likes to stay healthy, which is encouraged.
And it's fucking miserable, bro. Like I remember when I was at 299, I was like contemplating life. Like, what the fuck am I doing? Like, it's miserable.
For sure. No, for sure.
Now that's what I'm asking. Do I have to get to that 300 pound number if I'm competing at 245 or 240 in the future? You get what I'm saying? So Joe, after this show, does he have to really go back up to 300, 310 to make more improvements on the the next package he presents?
He drops down so far. I don't think he needs to. I think 285, 290 would be a good number.
Now, will he? Maybe.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
if you give him the opportunity, he will. If you tell him yes or no, he's gonna say yes all day long.
Now for Zade, I actually think Zade should try to get up to 300 just because he's never pushed that hard before. And Zade is 5'9", so I'm not saying you have to get there no matter what, but I would try to push as high as possible just because you are a tall guy. You know what I'm saying? So, well, on the taller side.
5'9" is tall? God damn. Who's to me?
But what I'm saying is Zade had always made weight, so he's never really let his body run. So I think you have to get there at least once. I think at least once, okay, boom, I'm 290 or 300, whatever that weight is. And then later, after that, you don't have to get there again. But just this one time, you have a really long off season, fucking keep fucking pushing. As long as, you got to stay within some reason, So, yeah.
Yeah,
I think,
I'll get sloppy as shit.
yeah. I think Zade's going to do it, honestly, because we're going to keep, if we feel like he's moving too slow, we're going to keep harassing him.
I thought we already gave up on that.
Well, for now, because we gave up to watch. We got to watch now. We got to watch see what he's doing. If a year passes and he's not where we feel like he needs to be, we're going to get on his ass again. Hey, Zade, you better take
a year, man. It's a whole wasted year.
What? No, I promise. I'm not wasting no time. I'm doing what it takes.
How much chest do you want, Zade?
600.
Okay, he's creeping up. Okay,
it's going up by month to month, bro.
Just checking.
It's working.
Just checking. Because bro, like that 300-400.
I started at 200 pounds. I'm 248 today. It's going up. Yeah, what more than that can I expect? I shouldn't expect more than that. I don't want more than that faster rate. So it's going well. Once I hit a wall and I'm not gaining any weight, I'm gonna fucking go to a gram.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I'm just saying I don't have to push that hard until I hit a wall. So it's like a deck of cards. Pull a card when you need it, when you're stopping. Just move forward.
What's the heaviest you've been, Zay?
Yes, sir.
238.
Okay.
So this is all new territory for me.
Yeah.
Are you feeling
and I still got abs. I still got some abs. I got some lines. It's not too fat at all.
Yeah.
We're doing okay.
We in May. Wait, June, July, August, September, October. All right. If by October Zade not 270, we gotta pull you away from your coach and we gotta put you with Compton.
Yeah, sure.
Fair? Is that fair?
Wait, Zade, you're gonna be at the Cal, right?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Well, we'll see you in person.
See what's up. Yeah.
I'll have the final word on this.
And,
we'll
you guys, no problem. Honestly, dude, I never take these things personal. I want to be better, so tell me what I should do, and I'll fucking do it. No problem.
Don't be soft. If I compete heavier than you currently are when I see you at the Cal, you're going to a gram. Okay?
Yeah, for sure.
Cool.
Straight
shorter than you, man.
You said you 251 a few days ago, right?
Yeah.
I didn't.
You said that, yeah.
When did I say that?
Last podcast on Sunday. You said you were 251 the morning of guest posing.
Oh,
I don't recall.
Yeah, I don't know. I signed an NDA. I can't comment.
I don't recall. Yeah,
that sounds about right.
That's fair though. That's fair. Yeah. So you got we're gonna see at the Cal.
Away from me. Yeah.
Them's the rules. Okay. Deal.
Yeah.
So we're gonna take a look at Cal, and then again like October, November. Like when is Olympia this year?
October
11th. Yeah.
Okay, so Zay got to Olympia, and then we're gonna just throw Compton at you or Blue. So somebody that's just gonna push the food like crazy.
Yeah. No problem. No problem. I got you.
What was the last question? Did we answer it? What did we say? I forgot.
Something about staying shredded and putting on muscle.
Leaning, yeah.
Oh yeah.
And then we just talked about Fat Joe again. He just catches strays, man. Poor guy.
But the funny part is he's always every show he's done, he's always the most shredded guy in the show. But I don't know. He's still Fat Joe. So he's always gonna be Fat Joe.
He'll always be Fat Joe. No, that's his name. Even
I'll
when
let it slide.
Be Fat Joe.
Yeah, Fat Joe Zalo. All right. Can we get Zay to host a pod for 20 minutes? Okay. But I mean, are we doing questions now?
I'll be back in 20 minutes. Okay.
Damn.
Well, do you have any topics? Oh, next episode,
I'll
maybe.
come up with. Yeah, I'll come up with something. Yeah.
Turn it into a smoke sesh.
You want to go now or next episode? Next episode, I think is better.
Next episode. Yeah.
You
gotta prep.
prepare.
You gotta prep for this. Okay.
No newbie talk though. Anything but newbie talk.
Doobie talk.
Deal. You guys are sick of this shit, huh?
To Tonio, have you ever used those machines, the newbie machines, the shit that you plug onto your muscle and the shit start twitching?
Yo, in Texas, I did. When I was in Houston, we did for a chest.
Yeah. What
Yeah,
do you
the
think?
shits are different. It's different.
Did you like it? Did you say you liked it?
I mean, is it something that I always, put in every prep or every day? Even nah. It was cool to try it, to see what it was about. But I mean,
I would try it. I would try it like on a leg day or back day, but just like I couldn't put that in my rotation.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
it gets in the way a lot too.
Too many cords, man.
Exactly.
Getting tied up. Probably choke myself out.
Sweat, pads start falling off and shit. Yeah, it's just
Brad. Brad. I always see Brad use it like every workout, right? Every single workout.
Yeah.
Holy shit!
I mean, isn't just to help with your mind muscle connection. So I mean, if you have it naturally, why do you need the machine?
Could you like hook up a car battery to
It
your
does multiple things. It does multiple things, honestly. So let's say you're training without without the machine. You can barely get 45% muscle recruitment of your own muscles, right? As hard as you think you train.
Speak for yourself.
Seriously. No, these are legit numbers, bro.
Not how that
when you
works,
put on the newbie, you get up the 80,
100%,
80%, 90%,
200%.
Yeah, 250%.
No, I said 80%.
Who
You
are
get to the
who are the
80-90%
people that are
muscle
tested? Like regular
The studies,
people or
yeah.
bodybuilders?
The studies. Where they got them studies from?
Yeah.
Ronnie Coleman.
I don't know,
study?
Ain't nothing beat
proven.
heavy lifting rather than that fucking machine. That's for sure.
They tested it on middle-aged women in Colombia.
No one is saying it's gonna replace the fucking weights. I'm saying it's a way to enhance a certain muscle group. It's not gonna replace the fucking heavy weights, We never said that. We said it's a good way to enhance a certain muscle group that you're lagging. That's what I'm saying. That's all it is.
Yeah, we're trolling you, Zade.
Yeah, we got to stop trolling days.
You're just defensive like that.
Oh man.
Actually,
no, it's now okay. So
God. It works, bro. It fucking works. You gotta try it, before you know.
I actually do want to try that thing, man. I just want to. What's his name? Farnsworth. Farnsworth. Yeah. He preaches that thing like a lot.
Farnsworth for real?
Yeah. And he's the guy who squatted like 7 plates.
I didn't think he would be somebody who would use it.
Yeah, man. He rolls around TG with that thing on a cart with his with clients. And, he's telling me about it. This is he's not trying to sell me shit as a customer, right? Like he really does believe in it. And he also has a good, like very good understanding of like obviously like what was the word like how your muscles work and how they
for sure
work together because he does all the tissue work stuff. So
he made me shoulder press 4 or 5 for 20 reps, but he forced me to do it because I think he did 3 plates and he like, if I did 3 plates, you 300 pounds, you gotta do 4. So he put it on the bar and him and his people, they wouldn't let me put the weight down. And they were spotting me, right? But like, I'm like, bro, I'm not even lifting this no more. Can you take it off me? Keep going. I'm like, who's somebody? You got 2 motherfuckers lifting on the side. I'm like, but now, truth be told, bro, my shoulders were fucking destroyed. So maybe there is benefit. Like he's like, go to failure when you can't do anymore, do partials, then get a fucking assisted full reps, then get I'm like,
Yeah,
what the
he
fuck
does
is going
sick
on
shit
here?
in the gym, man. He's been doing it for longer than I've been alive, you know?
Yeah. When I told you like I couldn't breathe after a shoulder day, like I couldn't catch my breath. I couldn't breathe, you know. I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? That was a crazy workout. So, I mean, if he's also getting older now, which is where I can see the newbie being the most effective. When you start, you know, shit starts to go away at atrophy. When me and Zade was at Coast, Dexter was training with Brad Rowe there, and he used it he just tried it only for his legs. He came back to Tampa where he beat Luke, I believe, and his legs grew. It for sure grew. That's undeniable. But that's also because I think Dexter couldn't connect with it. He had knee, you know, you got knee pain. If you can't squat, you can't leg press. That's gonna be tough to keep your legs big. Now you hook that bitch up, shit, you can leg press 2 plates, and then it feels like 10 plates. I think that's where the benefits are. But then he also told me he tried his whole body, every workout, and he said that was when it kind of fell apart because it was too much. He didn't need it for his arms. He didn't need it for his chest. So he was burning calories so fast he couldn't stay full. You know, so it's like, I think, like, use it if you only really, really need it. Not just like, let me just use it instead of just lifting heavy. Let me use it because I need to or I have to, right?
Yeah.
I think that's fair, you know. So I think injury, age, nerve issues, I think that's where it's the best. So Farnsworth, the way he trains, he probably had a lot of injuries and nerve pain, right? So
shoot, man, I don't. He takes such good care of himself too, though, because
okay.
he knows how to like keep himself functioning, right? He
Yeah.
was, man. When I trained with him a while ago, he didn't seem to be in any pain because he's just been
Wow.
doing it for so long. Maybe he's just tougher than shit, but I think his body just held up pretty good over the years.
He's a tough guy.
He's from Boston.
Yeah, he's that guy that would probably like beat me up. You know what I'm saying? Because yeah, he's a smaller guy, but he's not gonna stop. He's not. You're gonna have to kill him for him to stop. So he's definitely one of those people that his heart is. You got the biggest heart. You know, in a good way as well. He's a nice guy. All right, I think we answered that question. If you find pick, staying straight again. How you guys doing today? Everybody doing okay?
Chilling.
Great.
Everybody doing good? There you go. You hanging in there, Tonio?
Oh yeah.
All right, there you go. There you go. I'm trying to find a procrastinating to find a good one. Would you rather be a rap star, DJ, or rock star?
Rock star all day.
Really?
Oh yeah. Fuck a DJ, bro.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to be a DJ.
No, I would be a DJ. You could be like incognito. Like if you were like Dead Mouse, right? Nobody knows what your fucking face looks like, right? You could just go to the grocery store. Nobody's gonna recognize you. That'd be nice. Unless you put your hat on, you know.
You won't get shot like if you were a rapper. There's potential to get shot there.
I didn't say it, you said it.
Rock stars have fun. You know what? I might have to agree with Zade on this. Rock stars, they know how to party, man. They know how to party.
Rock stars and rappers don't last very long, though. Like
they live that fast life.
Yeah. Some DJs kind of burn out pretty quick too, though, because like they're doing a lot of party drugs. Get unlucky.
They're the few rock stars who are like 90, but that's not the
so
the
weird. Like, how are you still alive?
still doing drugs, every drug in the book. Still, you know, still got a full head of long hair. I'm like, what the fuck? You know, some people are invincible. How about Paul? Which one are you going, Paul?
Rockstar. For sure.
I think. If I could be like, I wouldn't mind being like, I feel like Drake is pretty safe. I don't think Drake is gonna get shot. You know?
Wasn't he crippled in his TV show?
Yeah, he was. Well, he's taking shots from other rappers. Everybody hates him now because he's rich, I guess.
Yeah, Kendrick just dropped that one on him too. That show's pretty badass.
Good ass song. I've
I
been listening to that a lot.
Euphoria or some shit.
I didn't listen to it yet, but
The crazy thing about Drake is like his staying power, because he's been at the top of the game for like over 15 years now, basically,
yeah,
which is insane at that level.
Yeah.
yeah.
And he looks the same as he did 15 years ago, which is
He
also
does.
Yeah.
strange.
Like people don't even know what he's about to turn. He might already be 38, and nobody knows. Like these girls, these little 21-year-old girls don't even know that the man is almost 40. They don't give a fuck.
Oh no,
You know?
they see money.
Yeah, they see. Yeah, but he's been at the top forever. So I think at some point people love you, and then they start to go the other direction. And now all his old friends all of a sudden hate him, but they can't say why they hate him. They just don't like him. They
I'm
can't
sure that's
trust him.
happened like 10 times to him already.
Yeah,
Right.
they can. But you know what? I think you're giving somebody too much credit. If you make a whole album about him, nah, you staying up at night thinking about him. That's
You
too
doing
much,
my
bro.
favorite. Oh,
Rent free in your head,
Bro,
man.
Bro,
Yeah, the same thing.
Rick Ross dropped a whole music video. I said, bro, you had to film a music video to diss him? I'm like, you know how much that shit costs? You got the camera angles, you bought out the grills, you got the girls. I'm like, bro, you paid all these people just to diss one man?
Joke's
Come
on
on,
you.
right.
And the crazy part is nobody cared. I didn't see nobody, like people talking about Kendrick. I didn't see nobody cared about Rick Ross this. He just spent fucking 50 grand to diss Drake.
Rick Ross is still around somehow. I mean,
Oh, and then somebody posted a video of him when he was in the police academy as a corrections officer.
Corrections, yeah.
you see,
Well,
okay.
okay. Now, very respectable job, first of all. Let's say that. But
Yeah, my girlfriend's a CO.
but
Hated that job.
Oh yeah?
Hate it.
But my thing is when you rap about a certain lifestyle that you've lived, then it's like, well, you didn't really live that lifestyle because you weren't selling coke, right? I mean, I guess you could have.
Well, hold on. Let me, maybe Tonio can comment on this too, but like a lot of my girlfriend's coworkers, they're gang affiliated. They are criminals. They have backgrounds. Like they're not like upstanding citizens by any means.
Right.
Like,
I was like, correctional officers, like, for the most part, correctional officers are the ones who can't make it to the police academy because of bullshit. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Yeah, it's not as an
I didn't think about
extensive
that.
background check as it is for the police
Yeah.
academy.
I didn't think about that. So it's not. I guess it's not really this. It's just, I think it's more funny to tease him. You know, like.
Well, he got his name from an inmate. Yeah, the inmate name was like, what, it was like Rick Rossi or something like that.
Yeah, that's funny.
He took it.
Fuck.
It's kind of funny to. I think it's funny to tease him about it, but listen, man, what you want him to do? You gotta earn a living, motherfucker. You know, the fuck. It's funny. You gotta make fun of somebody for actually having a job. That's kind of, you know, it's a respectable job
too. Yeah, solid.
That's a
work.
solid job, you
Yeah.
know. So I don't
Health
know.
insurance.
Yeah,
You
don't got it.
more.
Yeah, you don't
Rick
got health
Ross is a
insurance now.
fat motherfucker too. He needs health insurance, you know.
Yeah. Yo, then he lost a bunch of weight, right? Did he gain it back? Because I remember he got like, I don't want to say lean. He didn't get lean, but
Did he lose the weight or did it get taken from him?
good point. Yeah, Doctor Miami, right? But fucking ab implants and shit. They got the whole shit going. All right. Who do you think won the Arnold Brazil?
Oh my god.
Tonio.
Was that really a question?
I think the fans did. We've had so much to talk about.
Next question. Oh, we got Stu on the podcast too. You're not doing New York, Tonio.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I'm sorry. You're, so we got both of you on the podcast. I just had a brain fart. Sorry. Who do you think? I was thinking Detroit. Who do you think is getting top 3 at New York?
You asking me or Stu?
Well, let me ask all of you. Let's start with You know what? Let's name the placing. You want to? No, nah. I don't know. It's up to you. Go place by place, or just say top three.
Top three. If I go from what I seen Martin looking like at Detroit compared to what Stu's been posting, I feel like Stu's muscle maturity is better. It's more in. Martin looked conditioned, but he didn't have that grainy look that Stu has. I'm going from when I competed against him. The first time I competed against him, I beat him. I think the only one to really be concerned about is Nick for both of us.
I think Quinn's kind of a wild
Can you
card.
repeat that last part? I got a phone call.
I said the only one to worry about is Nick.
I feel like Nick is just a shoe-in. Like, it almost doesn't matter what he looks like. You know,
really
interpret
But
that how
I
you
think
will.
the question is who do you have in top three?
Well, so
Is that a
that
question?
I think with me, Stu, Nick, I feel like you said, Beastwood is a wild card. Don't know exactly where he falls. He could actually help out the show though, because how aesthetic he is.
Yeah.
So that could be a help, you know what I mean? But with us being shorter guys, that can also go in our favor as well.
There's Angel too. Angel's so fucking complete and conditioned, but
like
he's
crazy.
gonna be like down here, you know.
Yeah, he's like 5'4", 5'5".
So he's gonna look a little odd. I want to see him next to Beastwood. Hilarious.
Well, okay, so you know what a better question would probably be? What's your second place to fifth place?
Second to
Yeah, I feel like that's gonna be like that can go any way, bro. That can go any way.
Well, Bodybuilders Without Borders posted it, right?
Yeah.
Everybody competed.
Picture. Yeah, let me check it out.
I'm looking at it right now too.
Yeah. I feel like that's gonna be like that can go any direction, you know. Like where's the photo?
I think the top five right in the front.
Right there.
I think the top
That's
five
pretty much right there.
Nick, Tonio, Paulie Martin, Beastwood, and Stu, top five.
Yeah, that's your top six. Yeah, right. That's your top six. Yeah. So, okay. Now the order is where I'm having trouble.
Just put me in front of Nick.
Because Quint is so different that I feel like he could be second or fifth, right? I don't think he's gonna be fifth, but like he just looks so different that it's hard to place him. You know,
it's gonna be hard to think, but you're gonna have to see him on stage. You know what I mean? Like
you're gonna have to, like everybody.
Yeah, well, he's like 5 feet taller than everybody right there. He's the tallest lineup right now.
Yeah, that's crazy. Now I feel like we're sleeping on Angel.
Isn't Nick like 5'7"?
Yeah,
7.5.
I think he's smaller, isn't he?
Nah, he's about 5'7".
No, yeah,
but Nick are around the same height. Yeah.
Now Martin and Stu have a lot of similarities. I feel like they have a more similar look, right? Tonio, kind of his own physique too. I think Angel is probably more dangerous than we're giving him credit for as well. You know, he's just shorter. I don't know, man. I gotta be honest.
His conditioning is nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't.
That's why he looks conditioned all year round.
I think also Tim might crack the top six there. Tim Budstein.
Tim Budstein.
Oh, that's right.
I like his physique a lot. He's huge and he's wide and he gets in ripped condition.
He's a shorter guy too.
Yeah.
Tim?
Is he? I thought he was tall.
No, I competed against him in Chicago.
Oh, I didn't know. This whole time I thought he was like a 5'10" guy.
No, I beat him. I beat him in Tampa.
Oh,
nice.
Who's taller, you or Tim, Stu?
Oh, definitely me. But inch or two. Yeah.
What the fuck? This whole time?
Whoa,
dude, I just look short as fuck because of my head. Like,
yeah. You think so? Zade, you think Tim is gonna beat Angel then?
Yes, and I think he's gonna beat Martin too.
I think
Really?
you're smoking crack. What?
Oh shit!
What?
How is he gonna be Martin?
I like Tim a
Tell me
lot.
what does Martin have over Tim? You tell me.
Shape.
Maybe back
Everything.
Shape. I mean, like
Yeah.
Martin's front double and front lat spread are way better. Like Tim is very dense. He's very muscular. Side shots are good. Most muscular is good. He's conditioned, but like his front double is just, it's kind of straight up and down.
I got to see this now because either Zade is smoking or literally smoking.
It's just a
or it's
personal
me.
opinion, dude. I prefer his physique. That's all it is. I'm gonna have him placed higher, but I mean, he can do it. Look at him. He's not very far away from beating him. You know.
I mean,
of course,
gotta,
I still like Martin. Don't get me wrong. Martin is incredible. I'm not down talking him. I'm just saying I could see him edging him a little bit. You know, edging him out.
don't let Zay judge the show.
I mean, I guess.
Zay can
I
judge the
just
California, okay?
You know,
Head
dude,
judge in
if he actually
California.
places higher than him, I'm gonna shit on you guys.
Please, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, hold on, go over to his front double there.
I'm gonna get struck by lightning.
What do you not like about him?
I
Oh,
don't-
no,
I'm sure he's
we
a
do
great
like
guy.
him.
I don't dislike anything about him. It's just,
We love him.
I mean, he's super muscular, but I mean, you know, he doesn't have like flaring lats like Martin does. His arms
Martin's
aren't
shape
quite
is
as
nice.
big.
Yeah. I
Look
mean,
at those!
listen,
Look at those knee-high socks, though. God damn, is that a German thing? Like, or is it a high blood pressure thing? I don't know.
It was deadlift day.
I think
Those are some serious socks, bro.
I think Martin is a potential top 8 Olympian. I don't believe Tim is, with all due respect, I don't think Tim is a top 10 guy at the Olympia.
Has he been to the Olympia before?
Can you show us a stage picture, please, brother? Do we see him next to other people?
Yeah, no problem.
He's another guy who looks better in comparisons than on his own, for sure, because he is very conditioned. He's
Great shot
when
right
I
here.
competed against him in Tampa, he was a little off, but then there was a show fucking a couple of years ago, shortly after he turned pro, where he was just inside out, and he almost beat Cedric there, I think.
Well, he is short. He looks short here, but I mean, great physique. You know,
And his conditioning's nice.
Yeah,
Very green too.
even his flow is pretty good. Honestly,
Yeah, fits together good, proportions are good. Yeah,
solid physique. Yeah. I don't think he's on Martin's level, but I think he's a really good bodybuilder though. But this is the
See,
IFBB
when
Pro
we're
League.
talking about bubbliness, I think Martin genetically is just more bubbly than him.
For sure.
that's
for
just-
sure.
Yeah.
Sure. Well, I'll tell you,
But
Zade is good.
The guy's right there, though. You can't. They're not very far away, right? Or what do you guys think? There's a lot of distance.
I think there's quite a bit of distance, if I'm being honest.
Okay.
Well, Zade is great for discussion. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
Damn good at saying. No,
Mhm.
that's your opinion. Your entitled to your opinion. We can't be.
Sure.
We can't be trolling you every time you have an opinion.
I don't know.
Yeah,
It's
that's
kind of
okay,
fun.
dude. That's okay. That's okay.
It is kind of fun. I mean, he also takes it well. He doesn't get offended like that.
No, not at all. No. Dude, this is bodybuilding. We judge physiques and we pick who and choose who you think you value something. You like shape, you like density, whatever you fucking like. You're probably gonna pick that person a little bit ahead of the other person.
Well, you
value
know what?
hair.
You know
Huh?
what? Huh? What you say?
Yeah.
You said hair?
Yeah, I value hair.
Okay.
You should be sponsored by Head and Shoulders or something.
Right? Should be.
Canteen.
That's kind of a good topic though. When you guys make predictions, show predictions, Are you predicting what you believe the judges will pick or what you prefer? Because I'm usually picking what I believe the judges will pick.
Right.
Because
Yeah.
what I, what I prefer. I prefer Andrew's physique. I prefer Tonio's physique. Does that mean I believe they're gonna win every show? No, right?
Right.
I could say I preferred Flex over Dorian, but I do agree that Dorian beat Flex fair and square, right? So it's like I don't like to, but sometimes it's the same thing. Sometimes what I prefer is what wins, is what the judges. So sometimes it overlaps. Like the judges agree with my favorite physique as well. So I think Zade is doesn't look from it from like what the judges would pick. I think Zade is like what I would pick if I was a judge, which is what kind of what Milos does. Milos says this is what I would pick if I was a judge, and I think that's going to be different from what the judges pick. A lot of times, So I think that's a good. I might start asking the question that way. What do you think the judges are going to pick? Just in case.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, Zay, do you think the judges are going to put Tim over Martin?
This show, honestly, here's what I can tell you. I try to be the fairest person possible.
I know what you mean.
Tim is not consistent. Martin is. You get what I'm saying? So if I had to put my money down on someone, it would be Martin. But if Tim shows up the way he should be, he's going to be right there, and I think he can do it because he's bigger than him. And if we're valuing only bubbliness and giving it to the most bubbliest guy, then Andrew should be Mr. Olympia, and we should all go home, And I'm just saying, I prefer 100% Tim over 100% Martin,
Money
and when
talks.
I pick for shows, I pick who I think is I prefer. I'm not the judges, so I can't pick for somebody else. I pick who I think should be the first place. My top three is Nick, and then Quentin, and then Tonio.
Oh, I thought you were about to say Nick, Quentin, and then Tim. I was about to say podcast over. Let's go home, ladies.
No.
No. I'm gonna start.
It depends on Quentin. If he shows up improved and thicker than the last showing, he's going to be rewarded, I think, if he's in good shape.
I think so.
Nick has this in the bag, no problem. I think these guys are fighting for second place. No offense.
No, Nick is. I mean, he was predicted to win the Olympia. It's possible for him to take it this year. So
I actually him. I have him winning the Olympia this year too.
I definitely see him 1 and 2 for sure.
Yeah. I'm gonna start putting money up. I'm gonna be like, yo, put $100 on who you think is gonna win.
I mean, I feel like his condition's better than Derek's too.
Yeah, I mean, like front to back.
I mean, Derek. Fuck, no one thinks with Derek's back.
Yeah.
Or as I don't know, seeing it up, in person. Nick is so much bigger than Derek. It's crazy. You know what I mean? Over conditioning, I think he takes it.
Mm-hmm.
What I felt like last year, I felt like Derek was the most shredded from behind, and then Heidi was the most shredded from the front. But that front to back condition, Nick is balanced front back to side condition wise. So I think that's the difference, because you're only as conditioned as your softest looking body part. I don't think Derek has any fat on his body at all, but his front doesn't look as peeled as Heidi's or Nick's. So I would have to agree. I do think Nick is in better condition overall. Right. I don't know if Stu agrees though.
No, he doesn't. I see his face.
Well, I agree. Nick's skin is super thin, but there is very little separation in his muscles.
True. Yeah, true. That's true.
Which is something to note.
Do you think that's genetics?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think so. And one more thing. I think Derek is peeled from the front, but his chest is not as detailed as other muscle groups.
No, not
Same
even close.
thing goes for Hardy's glutes.
Agree.
It's in low in fat, no fat actually, but
Yeah.
not as indented as Derek's glutes, you know? So
Yeah.
if we measure shreddedness by details of each and every muscle, then I don't know, who do you think should win? Whoever has the most striated muscles all around, or who has the best look front to back and side, you know? Because if you were choosing just low body fat, Nick should be winning Mr. Olympia because he doesn't have much striations as the other two, but he's a perfect balance from all sides. Does that make sense? Yeah, Derek wins
Yeah.
from the back, Hardy wins from the front, Nick wins over as a overall package, but it's not as detailed as the other two. So
Yeah. Like at that level, I don't think any of them has physical body fat on them.
Right.
Besides Samson. No,
Yeah.
no offense. No offense, but just being honest, right? So I don't think Derek or Heidi or Nick have any body fat on them, you know. But they all look different. Nobody, you got to remember Lionel Bayeki would be like soft and then have cross striations in his quad. You're like, wait, why do you have so much separation, but you have body fat? Because the separation is part of his genetics, you know. If he actually got shredded, holy fuck, that would look insane. Like Ronnie, that's why Ronnie has so much separation, because Ronnie, well, not in the quads, but in general, I think that's just genetic for the most part, you know.
Right.
Once you're lean, you know.
remember that guy Ashkanani from the 212?
Oh yeah.
He has no quad separation whatsoever, and he wins 212 pro shows all the time.
See, I don't mind that though. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's a
Oh yeah. You're right. Would you guys? Okay, so let me try to think of somebody with really detailed quads. Who has really detailed quads? Think of somebody.
Vito.
Vito, but he has huge legs as well. I was trying to find somebody with maybe not as big legs, because I know like Chris Cormier is like hard on Tonio about quad separation, but it's like I don't think it's the bad. Okay, Phil Heath had huge legs, and then Jay Cutler had the crazy striations. I still think, you know, at the time they were competing, young Jay Cutler had huge quads too, but at the time they competed against each other, I preferred Phil's lower body still, even though he didn't have the crazy separation that Jay had in his quads, because it was so full and bubbly, and there is lines, it's just not as deep. So do you really need to have Jay Cutler lines, like quad stomp lines, to have good legs? I don't think so, bro. Right?
Yeah.
No,
That's
but
true.
like if everything is just smooth. Like you can tell the skin is thin, but it's smooth. Like the
Wait, who you talking
muscle,
about?
no one in particular.
Oh, okay,
I'm
right,
just
okay.
saying, like, you know, that look, like like it looks shot up.
Okay,
You know,
okay.
that's what it looks like to me.
Yeah.
I think with the quads having the lines, it just looks more pleasing, aesthetically pleasing, you know.
Huh. I don't it doesn't draw me to it. I don't know. Like Vito has crazy quads, so I mean his legs draw me either way. But like let's say Tonio against Rafa. Well, first of all, I actually think Tonio had more lines in his legs than Rafa did. But like, okay, I don't think Tonio has crazy separation in his quads, but his quads are so full and round and in condition that I don't believe the judge do ding Tonio, right? Have you ever heard from judges that you need to bring that up?
Nah.
Okay.
Honestly,
You know,
any feedback I really got from judges really was from New York to Cal last year was to be a bit fuller,
okay.
which we came in heavier for that show, but it's never been bringing out more muscle details. That's never been a thing.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, and like Chris, what he was talking about was the striation. So he wants me to lock the knee and bring out the cross striations, but
yeah,
like I've never posed that way. You know what I mean? I was like, it's not for me.
You know, like we tend to prefer like our own physiques. Like we compare people to that, and Chris had like some crazy quad lines, right? So I think it's like if you
Even when
tell
he
Joe,
wasn't in shape, like, and he was
exactly,
rarely in shape. Let's be honest. Like, when did he ever have glutes? Like once or
no,
twice in his career?
Right.
I don't think Chris has ever been as shredded as Tonio overall,
No,
but he had
but
more lines in.
the bar was lower back then for conditioning, generally speaking.
Well, it's funny you say that because a lot of people think the opposite.
Well,
But
back
like,
in my day, everybody was peeled, and yeah, sure.
somebody posted. Was it Jason Coley who posted that? Somebody posted that. Somebody posted back in my days we were all shredded, and it showed like an Arnold lineup. With all due respect, there was not one line in anybody's glutes or hamstrings. And I'm like, but I think we already know that though. We think those are some of the
not
best.
allowed to say it,
for some reason
because legends or something. I don't know,
Mhm.
but they're allowed to spit on us.
Now we all grew up idolizing them, so I would agree those are some of our favorite physiques, admittedly.
Yeah,
but
I think they look great.
But not because they're more straighter than anybody. Anybody outside of the 90s is fat. That's like that's not why we like the 90s, because they were just more straighter than anybody ever. We like them because
with a couple
they
of
were
key
cool.
exceptions, obviously like Dorian
Ronnie.
and Munzer and Ronnie, right?
Of course, yeah.
And there were times where some guys were really peeled. Like we saw Kevin really, really peeled a few times. What's his name? Sean Ray. He was always in pretty good condition. But it's so weird because like they didn't flex their glutes and hams to display that detail like we do nowadays, because I don't think it was really judged. It wasn't a glutes and ham show so much.
Right.
Here's you know what I don't like though? The excuses that, if you say, well, okay, you guys didn't have the shredded glutes, they'll be like, oh, I didn't care about that ass. Who cares about getting your ass in shape? That's
you
gay.
gay or something?
That's gay.
Why are you looking at my ass?
It's like
we get it. You don't want to diet hard. We get it. Just admit it.
That's a bad excuse, because what if you say, hey, Tonio, you need to bring more separation? He's like, oh, that's gay. Separation in the quads. Oh, who needs everybody would, oh, you got to pose better. Oh, all that. I'm not a ballerina. Oh, that's gay. Yeah. Imagine if Tonio said that. He would get buried, right?
Oh, yeah.
So Tonio can't say that, but the older guys can say that. Oh, fuck the glutes. Oh, who cares? Oh, okay. No, everybody cares. The judges. This is why Ronnie was beating everybody, because Ronnie had shredded glutes and hamstrings. Right.
And that's where the corner turned. Like that's when they started judging that shit. Like when he's had a giant ass and crazy hamstring detail, like that's when it was like, oh shit, yeah, that's a cool body part. We should, that's the last thing to get in shape on most people. That's how we should judge condition.
Exactly. That's now like Dennis James, Jay Cutler. They always have a lot of grace for the new guys. They always show a bunch of love and respect, because I feel like they get it. They get it, and I kind of like seeing that, just because if you want guys to get better, that's fine. You can offer your help. Hey, I'm gonna help you with posing. That's fine. But also like these are the biggest, most shredded guys of all time. This is the pinnacle. So let's not act like Oh, Shaq would be like, oh, Giannis, easy. I could do that. And it's like, yeah, Shaq, but not really, though. I mean, you had your own game and very respectable, and you were the most dominant center we've seen, but you couldn't shoot threes like Jokic, and you didn't get 10 assists a game. So it's still evolving. It's different, but it's still evolving. So I think we have to still give the respect. Like, Jokic is a different player for me, but that's literally the best player in the world right now. And he's knocking out triple doubles like never seen before. So we still got to show the respect that these guys are still killing it. Tonio had the crazy physique, and he doesn't need to have Jay Cutler lines and squads to be a formidable appointment. That's just our opinion, but what do we know? We just kids.
Yeah, the new school.
we don't know what we're talking about, All right. I think we got off track for a second. Let's do like one more. You guys, how you guys feeling?
Yeah, let's go for
I got you.
Till 2.
I bet. All right. I'm gonna try to find a good one, but some of these questions, man, y'all gotta bear with me. Okay. If we found the what's the lower we'll pick one? What three favorite anime? You guys watch any cartoons or anime or anything like that? No.
Somewhat.
I don't.
Yeah, I do actually. Yeah.
Yeah. Stu, don't act like you don't watch it, Stu.
Oh, I can't get into TV right now, man.
No,
I
man.
just don't care.
Top 3 favorite action movies. I don't know, man. That's a difficult question. That to me is like top 3 favorite rap songs. I don't know. It's a lot. It's a lot.
I'm not even trying to think that deep. Fuck that.
Oh yeah, that's okay. Damn, I don't know, man. These questions. Okay, let's go. Oh, this is gonna be, I guess, controversial depending on who you ask. Who wins, Nick versus Jay at the same age? How old is Nick?
29 or 30?
29, 28.
When was Jay that age? How old is Jay now?
51.
No? Okay, okay. Jay said he won his first Olympia at 32. He won his first Olympia in 2006, right?
Yeah.
So backtrack 2003. Okay. Well, let's look it up. How did Jay look in 2003?
Crazy looking because he was second place at finisher at the
Good point. Let me see. Jay. Okay, we just talked about this, right? The standards were different. Jay wasn't as lean as Nick, obviously, right? The glutes and hams and shit. What the fuck? I put Jay 2003 and it showed me Jay-Z. All right. I'm like, what the fuck? All right, let's look. Okay. He was full as a fucking house, though, I'll tell you that. Holy shit. I mean, that's a hell of a physique, obviously.
Yeah.
Okay, so huh?
Now go ahead.
So okay, would you say Jay is bigger, rounder than Nick?
Right here, yeah. Wait, the Nick today?
Yeah, because Nick would be 29 today.
I got you. Oh shit. I think I'm still damn.
That's a hard one, right?
Yeah, you gotta find a real good picture. Well, I mean, like this shot right here is his all day. That front double.
Yeah, no, for sure. Okay, this is where Nick catches him, right? The glutes and hams, the condition here.
Right.
But like we said back then, because Dexter's glutes and hams are tighter than probably both of these. Well, I don't know about Ronnie's is pretty tight, but but Dexter's backside is obviously a lot leaner than Jay's back here, but it didn't stop Jay from beating him, pretty handily. So they judged it different, I think they would have dinged Jay a little harder maybe for his glutes, possibly.
If you judging today, then Nick beats him.
Yeah, I think. But then back here, Jay may beat him.
Yeah.
Is Samson's glutes harder than this? I don't know if it is. What do you think, Stu? About the same?
He's not even flexing his glutes there properly, is he?
He's definitely not. Yeah, he's not flexing.
Nah, he's pushing backwards instead of.
His other hamstring isn't flexed.
Right.
He's not even in the pose proper.
Look how hard Ronnie flexes his glutes.
I mean, wouldn't you?
Yeah. Holy shit! What the fuck? Ronnie's different. Yeah. Honestly, I know this is probably frowned upon, but today's judging, Nick would win. Now, 2009, Jay is shredded, so that's a whole different topic. But Nick isn't 30. 35, but so that's not a fair comparison yet, I guess. But today's judging, I think at the same age, I think Nick would have the edge. That's a pretty good question. But Jay was a beast too.
Right.
If we ask Nick, I think he would say Jay. You know, because Nick is very respectful to Jay.
Boy, that's a good question. What would Nick say? Because Nick loves Nick, but Nick also loves Jay.
Yeah, like who does Nick love more, Nick or Jay?
Himself or Jay?
Yeah. I think Nick would say Jay because I said something like that to Nick before. Like I was like, you're creeping up to like one of like those all-time level physiques as far as muscularity and condition. And then I was like, I think I said, you creeping up on Jay, and he was like, nah, Jay was different. So that kind of tells me he gives Jay that different level of respect, you know. But who knows? It depends on what mood he's in.
Right.
All right, I think that was good. Y'all want to do one more, or y'all good on that?
We can do another one.
Yeah.
Let's see. I think I like the comparison videos. I mean, comparison questions. Okay. Have we done best back of all time before? Have we answered that question?
I think we have.
Then we have. But let me just get like a quick. I'm gonna say Phil.
Joel
What do you guys-
Stubbs.
You gotta love Zade's answers, but yeah, Joe Stubbs has a crazy back though.
Crazy back. That guy.
What you got, Paul?
Yeah, Phil was different.
Yeah, I gotta go Phil.
Yeah, I'd probably say Phil. I used to like Justin Rodriguez's back when he was good, when he was a little bit better.
Yeah. How about
Ronnie.
Stu?
Best of
think
all time,
Ronnie.
definitely Phil.
I think if they were lined up next to each other, it would be very noticeable how much larger he was.
Yeah. All right. Hey, Derek Lunsford isn't too far off. I think Derek Lunsford is top 5 for sure.
Top
Yeah.
3 probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, you're right. Like if we're going by head to toe with the glutes, hamstrings, and that taper, the waist, nobody has ever
That's
had
that's the thing that makes it crazy looking. It's like
fucking
his
taper.
waist even looks small from behind.
Yeah. See, like Phil and Ronnie had the crazy dense, bubbly backs, but they didn't have that taper like that, like the way Derek had it. You know, Dorian's lat spread is probably better than all of those guys, but not his back double. His back double wasn't on the level of those guys. You know, lat spread though. Now you're talking. Dorian's lat spread was stupid. You know, I don't think Phil and Derek's lat spread. I don't think it's that crazy.
Derek's
It's
is
good,
pretty good, dude.
Oh yeah.
Because like his lats and Terry's just stick out even beyond where his arms are out wide.
It does.
Yeah,
He's
dude,
got
boy.
so much tissue out there. It's insane.
It has its own.
What about Samson's lat spread? He just posted a video or a
About
picture
it.
of his lat spread. It's fucking insane. Thick as shit.
Yeah, I seen that one. It was really impressive. Yes.
Yeah, but not like all time level. Or you just mean in general?
I don't know, bro. I mean, it's fucking very impressive. I mean, pull it up. Look at it.
Well, I've seen it. So, no.
Ronnie 03's last spread, back last spread was crazy.
Yeah. Okay, let me see Samson data. He's been quiet. Oh, he said he has some big news coming. Yeah, he said he has some big. You know, at first I was thinking new coach, and then somebody was like, "What if he got a new sponsor?" And I was like, "Huh." So I went to his bio, but Hostile is there, so I'm like, "No, I don't think that's what it is." But it could be like a different sponsor, like a I don't know, clothing brand or some shit.
Yeah.
But he made it sound like it's something juicy. So coach sounds believable. All right, last spread. That's pretty crazy. But in the gym with filters is different from on stage. if we took Ronnie and put him in the gym with filters, it would look it would look
Yeah.
that would look crazy. So it does look good though. It looks fucking phenomenal. Props
Take
to
a shit.
Samson. Props to Samson. All right. That wasn't a real question. This is the real last question. Top 3 chests. I don't know if it's all time or current. We have to go all time because I can't
Probably
even think of the chest.
Ronnie first. What's that guy's name? Art Atwood. You remember him?
I do. He was
He
big
passed
everywhere.
away, and he was like he had this crazy shelf hanging
Let me
over.
look that up.
I think I'm remembering that right.
See, in my head, I think Arnold, but like Arnold is just so much smaller as muscularity wise, even though his chest on his body though was fucking insane. What the fuck? Atwood. I put at Arwood. You don't want to see Arwood. Hold up. I lost track. Okay, let me share screen real quick. Atwood. Okay. Oh shit! What the fuck just happened? What do you guys see right now?
Google Images.
Google Pics, yeah.
Okay, good. Let me see. Art. I mean, oh yeah, his chest. Like he had titties.
Yeah,
What the
that's
fuck?
what I was remembering. Okay,
That's titties right there.
I think one of those Russian guys had a crazy chest too. One of those like flash in the pan dudes who only competed for a few years and then
Yeah.
disappeared. I
Well,
forget their name.
See, Marcus rule, but Marcus is big everywhere.
Mm.
I kind of want your chest like. When I think of body parts, I want it to be like out of proportion. I don't want it to be in proportion. I want it to be like fucked up. I want
Dennis James.
Oh my god, I keep doing that. Oh, Dennis James, yeah, for sure, Dennis James.
His arms and delts kind of matched, but still crazy. Like his
I gotta
in
go.
the side chest.
Well, Dennis James in the gym is he's unbeatable.
That's true.
This is but see, look, his shoulders is so big, and the chest got the separation. I don't know if I would put that up there.
Mm,
Oh shit, this looks kind of crazy. That looks fucked up. Do the striations matter? Like Hadi doesn't have a big chest per se, but crazy striations. Would you factor that in?
No one has them be with the striations.
No, that's crazy. I was thinking. Well, currently Samson has a pretty crazy chest. Who's your
Kevin
three?
should be in the conversation too.
Which one?
Kevin LeBron.
Oh yeah,
I think it's chest big, but like his arms and shoulders.
his shoulders, yeah, overpowered
So
his
big.
chest.
In the side chest, his chest looked bigger than it did in the most muscular because of the comparison. Who else? I guess the big chest is not like that popular. Just the big guys had big chests. Ronnie's and Marcus's. Or Lee, I believe. Let me look at Lee Haney. I haven't seen him for a while.
that's so weird because like that's like the number one thing to train for gym bros, and then bodybuilders just like, yeah, it's another body part. It's nothing remarkable. If it's there, it's great. If it's not there, it's a problem.
Yeah, to think about it, have any of you have like emphasized that I really got to get my chest up? A lot of I've never felt that. I've never even thought about that. Do you guys think about that kind of shit? It's always legs, back.
Well, we're trying to maximize a pose, like the side chest, for example. It's like that's only one small part of the pose. Like Nick Walker's side chest is very good, but his chest is not at all dominant in that pose. In fact, I think it's probably one of the weakest parts of that whole pose on him. His arms and delts and everything else are just fit together well, you know? Because the actual meat on his chest is not taking up that much space.
I don't even look at the chest on the side chest. Now that I think about it.
That's how it all fits together proportionally, you know?
Yo,
Yeah.
Ian had some of the best side poses in the entire federation, and Ian didn't have a chest. With all due respect, I don't mean like that, but
Yeah.
he didn't have a good chest.
It's weird how like in your front double and front lat spread, if it's not there, you just look
It's
flat. Like you just look like a rib cage up top, and that's a problem.
Yeah, but I guess you don't really need a huge chest. They got to be more. Dennis James for sure. Dennis James for sure got a big chest.
Oh yeah.
Dennis. I think Milo said he thinks he has the best chest in the gym, which I mean, shit. Oh yeah, I can see it. I can see that. Hold on, let me share the screen. I don't want y'all to see my search bar. So yeah, that's pretty. And he looks like an older Dennis James. He look older than he looks now.
Yeah, that's true. Actually,
he looks younger. He looks younger at 60 than he did at fucking 30. He was 25 here. That's how he looked at 25. Nah, his chest is gravy.
Do bodybuilding, they said. It'll be good for you, they said.
God.
Well, everybody says you look old in your 20s and 30s, but then once you're like 50, they're like, you look pretty good. And you're like, see, you just gotta wait, you know.
It's all relative.
Wait it out.
the drugs age you, bro.
That's why Zay looks young.
Yeah.
No, it does though.
I fucking love doing that when like people ask me how old I am. I'm like, guess. I just want to see what they say, you know? Because I could be like 25 or 35.
See, when I was in my 20s, I used to make videos with Konevsky, and in the comments, people would be like, "You guys look 40." So then I started on every Q&A. They would be like, "What's your age?" I'd be like 40, and everybody would be like, "No way, you look so young." I'm like, "Yo, which one is it? Do I look old or do I look young?" Because I don't, you know, they keep changing, you know. I think people would say that just because they're like, you're big, you have a beard, so you got to be old, right? They're like, I mean, not really.
Yeah, that's true.
That's true. So now some people do look old, you know, like Stu. I might have to go Dennis James. I might have to go. I might have to go Dennis James. Arnold. The big Ramy got a big chest. I'm gonna go Dennis James, Arnold, and that's pretty impressive. And Samson. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
So are you just talking about a big chest or like? Because I mean, I don't know. You guys though, I feel like Hottie should be in there.
Of the striations, right?
The striations.
That's what.
And I mean, his chest isn't small.
I think the big takeaway here is that your chest doesn't matter as much as you might think.
Right.
No, not really. Which one of the top guys have the crazy chest? Just Samson. Oh, Andrew. I think Andrew has a pretty good chest. Derek, not really. Hottie is striated. You know, Nick is balanced, but it's not like exceptional. I don't think the chest fucking. Have you ever heard a judge say, "Yo, bring up your chest"? How often do you hear that?
Again, like it only shows in like a couple of front poses, really. And
It does, yeah.
if it's okay at least, then it's not going to be an issue.
Oh, I forgot the best upper chest ever. That's the. You guys know who had the best upper chest ever?
Colombo.
Colombo.
Oh, I didn't think about that. I was thinking about. I'm gonna show you right now. I was thinking about the Dominican. What the fuck? Not that Victor Martinez. Not the Red Sox Victor Martinez. All right. Let me try to find a good picture to prove my argument. I'm gonna skip over the pictures. He doesn't look good. Oh, he don't look that crazy here. Making me look bad. But I remember he had like a crazy upper chest. Okay, this is a good one. Yeah, huh? What you guys think? Yeah.
That's a handsome young lad.
Yeah.
Musclelover.com. Yeah. Nice.
Attaboy.
You ever wonder, like, shit, am I going to end up on one of those sites? Like, what are they going to say about me?
Yeah,
I would guarantee you,
bro.
That's not to think about.
I would guarantee you're already up there, bro.
Yeah, you're already there.
Yo, it was I don't want to. I was at Gold Venice, right? And then this gay black guy comes up to me. He's like, Beatty? And I was like, hey, what's up, man? He was like, yo, Beatty, you're super popular, like in the black community and bodybuilding. I'm like, not really. I think he meant the black gay community. I think that's what he was trying to say. But he didn't want to say it. And I'm like, am I? I'm like, I wasn't aware of that. And, oh, thank you very, very much. So that so you probably are already on the sites. You just don't know you are. You know what I'm saying? People like take pictures and post it up. You don't know where the fuck you at. So those guys are, huh? Is there? Yeah, catfish.
Yeah, using his pictures.
If Stu is on musclelover.com and doesn't know it.
Someone's gonna have to check because I ain't gonna do it. I ain't get that in my search history. Thank you.
Low key, like when I sign off, I'm gonna click it and see who else is on there. Kai Green. Something tells me Kai is on there.
Oh shit!
Links to the group chat.
Something tells me. But that's enough bullshit. Let's hop off before we get in trouble.
Hey, Tonio,
Yo,
when are you flying to New York?
I believe the 13th.
Okay.
So that's a Tuesday?
Yeah, Monday or Tuesday, one of those.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right on.
And then also, when you're in Cal, me, Paul, Joe, we all in Cal. So if you need anything at all, let us know. You know what I'm saying? If you want to party after, we need some.
Most definitely.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Molly.
Hey, thanks for the invite, Beatty. Fucking asshole. I'll be there too.
Oh, yeah. Come on, Sue. You know I got you.
No, I'm not fun at parties. You don't want that.
Yeah. You like
Tony,
Molly,
we're supposed to meet up that Sunday, bro, and get some breakfast, and we'll get a lift in at the gym. If you want to join us, man.
Yeah, definitely, I can do that.
We'll probably do a live podcast, I believe. Is that what we're talking about doing, Betty?
Yeah. I already got the guy that I'm gonna have somebody set it up because I ain't doing all that shit. That's mad work.
Yeah.
So far I told him we thinking about like 8 guys. But who knows? It might be the whole lineup in that bitch. It might be 20 people on the podcast. It keeps going up. But yeah, I mean, if you want to stop by, join. Everybody's gonna be there, and we're gonna have some fun. Gonna have that some pink cocaine, some alcohol, whatever you into.
Oh my god!
It's Sunday.
Oh yeah. Well, it has to be Sunday, right? The show is Saturday.
Yeah. If it's Sunday, I can't do it. I'm gonna be flying back from San Diego like 11. So
11 what time?
11.
11 what day?
Sunday.
Fucking guy.
11 what time? Okay.
Oh my god.
So we gotta. How can we do it Saturday? We gotta do it after the show.
Like
Saturday
between prejudging
day.
finals. I don't know.
I feel like y'all gonna be in the zone, right? Y'all not gonna be relaxed yet. Y'all gonna be all competitive and shit. I want to get y'all like relaxed, you have to fight it. All right, let's see that. Let's play by ear.
Just do it out without me. It would be better anyways.
Nah, we don't want to do that. We can't do that. I mean,
from the airport.
We could try to do it in between, and if not, we could just.
If you have your guys set up if you have your guys set it up really early, we can get them for the first hour at least.
Yeah, yeah, you're right. Like what, like 10 o'clock, something like that.
Maybe earlier because he's flying at 11.
I'm not. If they up to wake up early,
Yeah, y'all
I'll
ain't
be
gonna
down.
be up that early. You're gonna be
Yeah,
like in a
he's flying out
food
of San, he's
coma,
flying out of San
Food
Diego.
coma.
That's,
sleeping for 10 hours.
Oh,
I don't-
you,
Ain't gonna happen.
you're flying out of San Diego. Oh,
Yeah.
this is the-
I don't- we're gonna figure it out. Well, we're gonna make it happen. We're gonna make it
Okay.
happen. But all right, people. Thanks for signing on. You guys stay on for a little bit. I'm gonna just pause it. Okay. All right, people. Peace out. You don't get to hear this part.